Assalamualaikum guys, welcome to another episode of Mac, Cooking with Mac or Say. I'm gonna show you a very simple recipe today. It's gonna be a chicken Yakhni Masala Pilao. In English we will call it a chicken and a rice, spicy chicken and a rice for my viewers in America and all over the world. But for Pakistani and Indians, they know how they call it, a chicken Yakhni Masala Pilao. So it's very simple recipe, no tricks, no gimmicks, just a straight simple recipe. So come to my kitchen and I'll show you how we cook chicken Yakhni Masala Pilao. Stay tuned. Alright guys, our today's recipe is chicken Yakhni Masala Pilao. The step is to make a yakhni, which is also called chicken broth. So we're gonna make homemade broth before we start with the pilao. So we have a whole onion. You can put sliced onion, but I always prefer the whole onion. You can put half, like 50 grams, 40 to 50 grams of ginger, chopped ginger, fresh, make sure. Same amount of garlic cloves, 40 to 50 grams. And then we have salt. We're gonna do 1.5 teaspoon. This is a teaspoon in my hand, as you see. 1.5 teaspoon. That's my kid crying in the living room watching TV. Don't worry about it. And we have coriander powder. We're gonna put at least 3 teaspoons of coriander powder to make our broth taste like a broth. And we have black pepper here, 1 teaspoon. We have turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon. And the water in the broth goes according to the quantity of your rice. So I'm gonna cook 3 cups of rice. So according to that, I'm gonna put 4 cups of water to make my chicken broth. So the little bit of water can evaporate, and then rest of the thing's gonna go towards my chicken pilao. So everything is mixed up in here. We're gonna turn on our stove and we're gonna cook it for at least 20 minutes, and then I'll show you the next step. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you see right now, our chicken broth slash yakhni is cooking. So we're gonna let it cook for at least 2 to 3 more minutes, and the next step would be preparation for the pilao, and I'll show you how. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so here's our third step of chicken yakhni masala pilao. We actually made our yakhni, which is broth, separated our chicken with broth. So this is a heated up oil we have. Half a chopped onions, finely chopped onions. Half onion would do. Would be enough. And just heated up the oil and stir the onions in the oil. Make sure stir it good. Heat flame must be medium, because otherwise it's gonna burn your skin. You don't want to get burned, right? After stirring the onions, we're gonna add into 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. This time we're gonna use, instead of fresh ginger garlic. I'm gonna stir that up again. Alright guys, so after stirring your onions light brown, you just add your chicken into it. And then after chicken, you add your spices. I'm gonna add 1 more teaspoon of salt. Since we have salt in our broth also, I'm gonna do 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder. It's called Masala Pilao. So this is, I'm making a masala. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and
then we're gonna go back to our black pepper. 1 teaspoon of a black pepper. And we're gonna go back to our coriander powder. Another 2 teaspoon of coriander powder. Despite we put like 2 or 3 teaspoon of coriander powder in raw yakhni, but we're still gonna do 2.5 teaspoon of coriander powder. So this is how we do our masala thing. Now we're gonna let it cook our chicken on the low heat for at least 10 minutes, and then we're gonna add our yakhni, which is a broth, into our chicken. Okay guys, so after stirring up our chicken for 10 minutes, the chicken is finally cooked and everything's looked good. Now we're gonna add our chicken broth, which is also a yakhni, into the cooking chicken. So here we go. We are putting our remaining yakhni into the chicken. As remember, the quantity of your rice will decide the quantity of the soup, which is yakhni, of your pilao. For instance, I'm cooking 3 cups of rice here, so I actually cooked 5 cups of chicken broth yakhni, from which I took 1 cup out to drink, and then rest is in the pilao. And just to let you know, after the stirring up and everything, I add a little bit of bay leaves in it, and also I add a little bit of big cardamom in it, just to be flavored up, spice up a little bit to give more flavor. Okay, so stay tuned for the next step. Okay guys, so next step, after we're cooking our chicken and everything, we boiled our yakhni / broth into our cooked chicken. So the second final step, it's pouring the rice into your cooking pilao. We're gonna pour the whole rice, 3 cups of rice here. You make sure you use basmati rice, washed up and cleaned and everything. You pour into your pilao and mix your rice like this. And if you feel that you have more water than normal, so just wait till it's starting real lightly cooking, and then you can put a lid on it with the covering, so that way your water gets soaked up and then it's cooked and it's perfectly come out. I'll show you how. Just stay tuned and stay with me. Okay guys, so now we are heading towards our final step of cooking chicken masala pilao. As you see, the water is boiling and the rice are cooking. So now I'm going to cover it up with the covered lid. Make sure your lid is covered, since you see my water is a little bit more than I have anticipated it. So it happens, it's normal. You just put a lid on top, make sure it's covered with some sort of covering, like a towel or some sort of kitchen towel or something, to soak up the water. And we're gonna lower the heat in the process of that, and then I'll show you the final face of our product. Stay tuned. Here we go guys, this is our final product, chicken yakhni masala pilao. As you see right now how good it looks. And now we're gonna go ahead and try our dish. Guys, great recipe. Do try at home and leave your comment at the end of the video. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and click a bell icon. Stay safe, stay home, COVID-19, stay blessed, always.